you a little assignment last time that was related to write up of your proposed research topics against the grid that I shared with you. So let's have a look at that grid once again, and then I will ask you one by one to come up with your proposed topics. I hope you all can see PowerPoint.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now tell me how much score you gave to your proposed topics. From where should I take a start? G, one by one. You come up with any proposed topic and the score that you have given to that topic. Who will share? So I hope you remember that I told you that low, medium, and high, the total score would be 21. So from this, it's a minimum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So minimum of 7 and the maximum of 21 is the score that ranges for these proposed topics. So just have a look. Who is going to share with me? G. Riaz Ali, did you practice this?
नो मैम, मैंने वो क्लास में अटेंड नहीं की थी.
Okay, G. Dr. Inayat, can you come up with any proposed topic?
मैम सॉरी, मैंने इस पे होमवर्क नहीं किया क्योंकि हम लोग बहुत ज्यादा बिजी हैं कोविड के अंदर.
ठीक है जी. शबीर साहब, आपने?
मैम बहुत सॉरी, मैं असल में डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था और मुझे तो पता नहीं था कि ये टॉपिक आज शेयर करना है, तो आई कैन शेयर ऑन ईमेल. हाँ, मैं थोड़ा सा वो डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था इंटरनेट इशू की वजह से. मैम
right now, even when rest of the students, rather any of the student who has done this task while discussing, so anything that comes in your mind related to that, related to any pertinent topic of your interest, so you can always do it right now. So it's not a big deal. G, Mariam Amir, will you tell me anything that you have done in this regard?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can I share the?
Yes.
Or should I tell it?
I think I have opened
host
that.
Disabled.
Most of you will share.
Ma'am, I can say it, or should I? Because I'm unable to share it.
Let me just. Actually, I wanted to show this picture also. Let me just enable you. Or you can just tell me, because I want the slide to be open for everybody, because most of the students, they might have not seen this last time because of internet issue. So you just go ahead, please. Just tell us. Speak it out.
Ma'am, the first topic I proposed was effect of air pollution and the rise of COVID cases. This was the first topic.
Okay, effect of air pollution and the rise of COVID cases.
Because, ma'am, there was a report in Thailand which proposed that the places which has more air pollution, they have more COVID cases. So this was one of the research, ma'am. And the second topic, social psychological support for health workers during this pandemic.
Okay, right.
And the third is physical. But the physical inactivity associated with higher risk of cardiovascular diseases or COVID or anything related with that.
Okay.
So, ma'am, I have given different grading as well. Should I share the first one?
जी बेटे बताइए.
Ma'am, relevance, I've given 3 marks, 3 scoring the highest one, because we have low, middle, and high. So I've ranked it 3 because definitely COVID is one of the most important and a big issue these days. And duplication is as well as 3 because in Pakistan, I don't see anything related with air pollution and COVID cases. Feasibility, it's very difficult. So I've given 1 marks because for me to get data regarding that is difficult. Political acceptability, I think it can be done because I can get this is a very important issue. Applicability is still 1 marks. Cost effectiveness, it is difficult till 1. Ethics, this is ethical topic. We can 3 marks, so around 14 to 15 marks scoring.
Okay. To 15 you have given to this particular topic, that is air pollution and its association with the rise in COVID cases, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
It seems quite good, Mariam, but there are few things, or rather few of my concerns, that how would we measure the air quality index, number one, and how would we identify that air pollution, are we going to compare two different areas where people are residing, and we are going to look at the number of cases in the people inhabiting that particular area. So this
Yes,
will
ma'am.
have.
Ma'am, PM 2.5, they are measuring it with this scale.
Okay.
That if the quality is lower than this or it's higher than this. So I will go for a detailed review, ma'am, of that article.
Yes, go for a detailed review, and you can always get hold of the articles which are given in the reference list also. Because obviously that research is also based on some others. Of all those research articles, but otherwise this sounds very good. But we'll have to revise the strategy to conduct this particular research, because feasibility is one of the biggest concerns that
Yes,
we
ma'am.
in our mind, that how would we proceed that further? Do we have those instruments to measure that, and what could be the study design that will best suit this research topic? Would it be cross-sectional? Should it be a cohort? Should it be a case control, right? So
Okay.
that yes, we can always make use of two different groups: people with COVID, people with no COVID, and among those, we are going to look back that to which particular areas they belong to, and so on. That would be one strategy. But otherwise, this sounds very good. This is a
Thank
nice
you, ma'am.
topic. We'll look into the strategy. Very well done. Your second topic is again very nice. And how much score you have given to that?
Ma'am, that also comes regarding 15 because I have feasibility is on the higher scale, ma'am, because definitely I can get data from the doctors and their mental health, because I'm working in that sector. It's slightly more feasible for me to get it, and that is cost effective because I can get hold of doctors.
That is cost effective. It has got applicability also. Political acceptability would also be there. It would be feasible. But I think as far as duplication is concerned, or
Yes, ma'am.
innovation or the novelty, because a lot of work ever since this COVID pandemic has started, people have started working on the psychosocial, psychological support to
Yes,
the mental
ma'am.
health care or COVID patients or COVID survivors. So otherwise, it is very much relevant. It is important also. But I think a lot of work has been done in this regard. So rather than doing that thing, we should think of something that is little different, yet it is relevant and it is current. So your first topic appeals me a lot, because that is something that we really, although it seems logical also, because it's basically the air that we breathe in, and it's all about the lungs, the capability of the lungs, and this is one notorious virus that generally affects the lungs more than any other organ in the body. So obviously pollution is one of the index, or air quality is one of the indicator that should come immediately in our mind, that how is it going to be related with that. So your first topic is absolutely very nice. Second is also good, but there is little novelty. And the third one, as you said,
Ma'am,
that relevance with
physical
any of
inactivity. Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
physical activity, again, it is a proven fact. So
Yes.
there are multiple things, there are multiple facts which are now facts, like factors which are now facts. So I think rather than doing, but for the sake of doing this exercise, I would appreciate that you did it wonderfully, because I told you to keep in mind 2 to 3 topics on which you can exercise. You can have your mental exercise as far as this particular table or grid is concerned. So you did it very well,
Thank you.
and I'm happy to hear the first topic, because this is something that is so logical and that gives you an appeal regarding this ongoing pandemic, that yes, this is again one area that we need to explore, we need to look into the people residing at different areas and what is its relevance with the air quality of that particular area and the rise in the COVID cases, so that we can, streamline this topic. This is a topic. Remember, topic is something that is bigger in the picture, so we can always narrow it down. We can define it into a title later on. But your first topic is something that I think we should look into that seriously. This is really nice. Okay, and rest of the topics are also good. And keeping taking the while discussing Mariam's topics. Now, let me just share with you that all the topics you are sharing with me right now, they belong to that person who is sharing with me. Okay, so we are not going to snatch, we are not going to steal anyone's idea, because that also comes under plagiarism, right? Now, once she'll come to a final decision that this is going to be my topic, then with her permission, we are going to, I'm rather going to ask permission that, okay, can somebody else take any of the topics that were proposed by you, just to help anybody else in this regard. If anybody is stuck in finding the topic himself or herself, then we are going to ask the concerned person who has given more than one topic to make use of that. Right? I hope this is clear.
Ma'am, can I share my one?
Ji, please. Tell me your name also.
Ma'am, Bakhkul.
Jiba, please go ahead.
मैम मेरा टॉपिक है अंडर रिपोर्टिंग केसेस ऑफ कोविड इन पाकिस्तान और
अंडर रिपोर्टिंग ऑफ कोविड केसेस इन पाकिस्तान
और मैम उसकी मैम अगर इफ यू मैम उसकी ग्रेडिंग उसके मैम इफ यू हेल्प मी मैम आई एम नॉट सो गुड इन ग्रेडिंग
Actually, grading is something that you will have to do yourself. It's totally the prerogative of the researcher who is doing that. You might be a little biased if you like. If Mariam likes second topic, the psychological or the psychosocial support towards healthcare providers during COVID pandemic, so she could have given it more. She could have given more marks to in its feasibility or the political acceptability. So that is totally. So you can be a little biased in this regard, but yet a little practical and truthful also. So as far as your underreporting of COVID cases in Pakistan, it seems very nice. But first of all, tell me that how much marks you have given to this particular topic.
Ma'am, if I start from the first one, relevance, ma'am, I give it 3 marks as it is a hot issue. And ma'am, when I search it out duplication, ma'am, it was already researched many times in the and feasibility, ma'am, क्योंकि इसका मैम आई डोंट नो कि इसके लिए मैम तो आई थिंक मैम प्रोस्पेक्टिव स्टडी करनी होगी इस टॉपिक के लिए आई थिंक तो मैम इस पॉइंट पे मैं कंफ्यूज्ड हूँ कि आई डोंट नो इसको कितनी मार्क मतलब कितने ग्रेडिंग देनी होगी either 3, 2 or 1.
Feasibility would be one of the biggest concern, right? This is what I was thinking. That how would we study? Would it be based on how would we confirm that there is an underreporting? Like this means that we should be knowing the actual number also and the ones which are documented. So who is going to tell us that how many actual cases they are appearing and how many cases they are reporting, right? Only then we'll be able to say that there is an underreporting or there is an over-reporting, isn't it?
वैसे भी बोल दो उसे
ऐसे ही है बाकुल।
जूते को दिखाओगी बेटा टीचर कर दी उसके ऊपर चल जाओ.
I think there is some internet issue with Bakbul. So, जी Bakbul, जी.
Internet issue. Ma'am, what you asked? Sorry, ma'am.
No, I was saying the same, Bakbul, that feasibility would be one of the biggest concerns. First, we'll have to operationally define that what is underreporting. So for this, we need the actual reporting also. Now, when we would
Yes.
say there is an underreporting, this means that actual number of cases are are something different, and the reported cases are different. So we'll have to find out the truth or to dig out the truth. So that would be very difficult.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Ma'am, underreporting cases are those who are not getting tested. मैम जो सिम्टम्स है उनमें और जो मतलब टेस्ट जिनके नहीं हो रहे और जो रिपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे मतलब स्टैटिस्टिक्स में बकायदा, तो मैम उनका अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट मैम जैसे हमारी पाकिस्तान में अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट 9,000 तो है रिपोर्टेड, लेकिन उससे अकॉर्डिंग टू देम 5 मिलियन अंडर रिपोर्टेड केसेस वो मतलब गेस कर रहे के हैं अभी तक.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
some sort of guessing. So you're
Yes.
talking about underreporting in Pakistan. So how would you capture whole of the Pakistan figures and statistics?
मैम मैं यस मैम मैम सी डिस्ट्रिक्ट पे अगर मैं करना चाहूँ.
Yes, then you'll have to look into all the people residing in that district, that how many of them they are suffering with COVID, but they are not testing themselves, because anybody who is going to be tested is definitely going to be picked up, because there is an ID card, there is a central system. So they all come under the spotlight that this is a COVID case. So they just track all the family members through that family tree, the Nadra system. So they get hold of everyone. So that underreporting is so, or what you can look, Bakbul, that the factors behind reporting of COVID-19 cases, factors behind underreporting, you can say like this, or factors or barriers towards reporting COVID positive cases. This you can do. Here you can always have a questionnaire based survey in which you ask people that are you comfortable in reporting yourself as a COVID positive case, because I know many of the people consider it as a stigma. They are not comfortable in coming up that I am COVID positive. People, because people would say that people would start hating me. I'll have to isolate myself. So people will start running from that person. So that is a stigma, and it is still considered as a stigma. Although it is so common now, I don't think so that there is now anybody left who has COVID, who is not having COVID in his immediate family, or he has not experienced COVID himself. But still, there are barriers towards reporting COVID positive cases. So you can take it into that angle. You got this?
Yes, ma'am. फिर feasibility फिर 1 होगी.
Yes, feasibility would be better if you look into these barriers towards reporting of COVID-19 cases.
Yes, ma'am.
Then your
Yes, ma'am. मैम पॉलिटिकल पॉलिटी आती है मैम, उसमें फिर वो भी मैम 3 होगी, सपोर्ट होगा मैम.
It would have political implications also. Now, whosoever, obviously will have to get hold of the district office, permission seeking from district health officer. So once, because this is something that you are going to highlight certain issues related to that. If it would have been a household survey, then I would say that yes, you might not be needing permission from any such organization or any such office. You just have to seek permission from the household where you are conducting research or you are asking for data. But if you conduct this research in some sort of union council, or you are getting in a formal district, or looking into some hospitals and taking data from those settings, then yes, people might have little inhibition in giving you permission regarding, because these are issues that nobody wants to highlight. that there are certain barriers or issues. But if it's a simple cross-sectional survey, questionnaire-based household survey, then it would be easier for you.
ओके मैम मैम उसके अकॉर्डिंग फिर मैम स्कोर कितना आएगा पॉलिटिकल एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी
You have given it relevance 3, duplication 3, feasibility would be better. You can give it 2. Political acceptability, if you make it a household survey, then it would be either 2 or 3. But if you conduct this research in any of the hospitals and looking into getting responses from the people visiting the hospital or from the healthcare professionals, because there are multiple stakeholders who come and play their role. So then obviously there might be little issue. So this is up to you. I think you can always make it a household survey, then it would be either 2 or 3. So applicability, it is very much applicable, it is 3. So cost effectiveness, you can give 2, because you'll have to spend little cost. You can't really say that it will be very very cheap and I'll be able to get it done. So you can give it 2. And ethical, yes, it is ethical. You'll be seeking formal permission and all 3. So you can give it a good score if you transform it a little bit.
यस मैम
If you just give me 2 minutes.
देखा ये यहाँ से नीचे भी दो चीजें गिरी हैं यार पीछे इकरा वहां से उठा लो बस ये है ना
बाकी और क्या था आपका इसमें से कौन सी चीज है हाँ
नहीं मिसिंग ना बस बेडशीट बिछानी है नहीं अच्छा इफ्तारी के बाद जी उसे खेलने दो
वो खुद ही खेलता
रहता है
तुम बस बैठ के उसे देखो कि कहीं फिसल न जाए गिर न जाए या वो नीचे फेंके तो वो उठा के वहां पे पीछे बैठ जाओ हाँ जी वो तो बंद गिरते गिरते बच्चे
कौन
ये अंकल जो भी वो पंजाब के अजंकर की वो सीढ़ी है ना साथ वो ट्रॉली वाली है तो वहाँ पे चली गई मैं वो स्लिपरी है ना तो वहाँ पे कुछ आ गया तो मैंने डांटा दिया यहाँ पे स्लाइड पे भी इसी तरह ही करते हैं छोटे स्टेशन में नजर आ रहा है
ज़्यादा ये खड़े होकर मुझसे
तो टेबल आ देते और बता क्या करना है
बस रेस्ट करो खड़ी रहती हूँ चल रही होती हूँ बस बैठ जाओ उसी टाइम से ना वो माल से हटाने की कोशिश करूँ उसके बाल भी साफ कर दें
Gee, I'm so sorry. The students, I had to take few minutes off. We are actually working on a research project, and there is one very passionate researcher from Qaid Azam University. So she is drafting one research proposal. So we are working as sectoral collaborators for that. So she's just called me, so I had to take her number. So we were at Bakht Gul's proposed topic. So, Bhakt, it's a nice topic, but we need to shape it in a little different way so that we can make it feasible, so that we can make it practical and doable. Right? I hope, Bhaktgul, you're with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, what else you are proposing? Any other topic that you have in your mind?
Yes, ma'am.
जी बताइए.
Ma'am, association of the stress with the menstrual cycle in the university students.
Yes. Now, this is something that is quite, feasible for conducting, but this is something that is proven, like premenstrual stress or all these factors, they are now proven facts, as I was just sharing with Mariam also, like psychosocial support and all those factors. So, I think this is some, and one of my student, I think 3, 4 batches before, she has done research on menstrual hygiene. So that was something different. But this is something that is quite common, and a lot of research has been done in this regard. So, any other topic that you might have thought of?
Ma'am, barriers toward polio eradication program.
Okay, barriers towards polio. Now, these are the barriers which are you can always jot down that there are political barriers, there are social barriers, there are religious barriers. So, all these barriers are somewhat known to us, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? So, this is
Yes.
it. What if we talk about barriers towards COVID vaccination rather than polio vaccination? No,
Okay.
this is something new. This is something different. Now, again, we are, stuck at the same point. People are now, there is a full fledged agenda. KG, again, it has got something to do with the fertility. This is one of the biggest concern. Like, I'm into a vaccination trial also, and we have been vaccinated with Sinopharm also. So I think there is none other than more important than fertility issue in Pakistan. I think this is the only concern that we have. कि जी कहीं और people would say कि जी there is a chip that they are going to introduce, so they'll be having a monitoring and the data, and I don't know what not. So there are so many misconceptions related to that. So rather than talking about polio, what if we talk about the attitude of people towards COVID vaccination? Because I've seen even health.
वो भी क्या ये लो, it is not.
Okay, so we were discussing Dr. Bakhbul's topic. You know, meanwhile, when we are discussing, anyone can give input in that, okay? So it's not that only me and the person who is sharing his or her topics, they can speak. Any one of you can raise hand and you can give your input in that, okay? So please do ask whatever comes in your mind, any question related to the feasibility or related to the conduct of that topic. So, Gul, I would say that the first topic, again, the way Mariam presented her topics, her first topic was the one that was most appealing. So, similarly, your first topic is again most appealing, but as I asked you to mold your third topic from barriers towards vaccination to polio, why? What if we talk about barriers towards COVID vaccination among general population? Or among healthcare professionals even, you know, where I was just sharing with you that there are multiple doctors or healthcare professionals who are not inclined towards vaccination. They are having misconceptions or they are having myths about this, and so let's explore that. Let's see that what are those barriers, what are their misconceptions, what do they believe, and what literature says about that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Very good effort, Bakgul. And, you know, after Mariam, Bakgul. So I'm really hoping that rest of the students, they will also come up with their interest so that I can give you my feedback. And by next session, I'll try my level best to, assign you your supervisors also. So I'll be doing it in the same way, the way we did last time. Either I'll have to do lottery or I would ask Dr. Aisha or Dr. Saman to get it done at their places and share with us the names of students against the supervisor's name. Okay. So, Mariam Isaac, did you propose any research topics?
Yes, ma'am. I just work for like 2 topics. और मैम जिसमें जो फर्स्ट टॉपिक जो मुझे लगता है कि कोविड से रिलेटेड जो हम कर सकते हैं कि कोविड लॉकडाउन अपटेक्स द तंबाकू यूज़ के कोविड की लॉकडाउन में कितना ज़्यादा जो है वो कंट्रोल सब्सटेंस यूज़ हुआ है, तंबाकू यूज़ ज़्यादा हुआ है।
Cigarette smoking, huh?
Yeah, cigarette smoking.
Okay, fine. So during lockdown, right, what sorts of habits people indulge into during lockdown, huh? And
Yes, ma'am.
what habits your intention is to identify, you know, you can always keep it open, all healthy or unhealthy practices that individuals indulge into during lockdown. So many people, they indulge into healthy habits also. They go into meditation, they look into their physical, they go for workouts at their home. It's not that they go out in the gyms because obviously there is a lockdown, and there is another side of the story picture also that you are telling that there is a reported increase. So did you find any such relevant research in this regard?
यस मैम, एक मैंने जो है वो रिसर्च देखी है, आई थिंक इट्स कोलंबिया की है, उन लोगों ने इसके ऊपर काम किया है, बहुत रिसेंट रिसर्च है मैम।
Okay, fine.
1 month back.
1 month back. So any other literature that you could find out, if it is that current, so do we really think that we'll be able to find a good amount of literature for the write-up of our thesis also? Although it is good, I'm telling you that it is a nice topic because we need to throw light on each and every aspect of COVID through which people they have been passing through, okay, during this phase. So we can always look into the lifestyle modifications. Can we say it like this? During this
Yes, ma'am.
COVID-19 lockdown, this could be lifestyle modification, or this could be the healthy habits or the unhealthy habits or the patterns of life that they have adopted during this COVID-19 lockdown. So we can just, my concern is that you need to go through the literature and try to find out that how much literature would you be able to get in this particular, because I think related to this lifestyle and physical activity, you will definitely find a good amount of literature. So it might not be exactly what you are having in your mind, but definitely people underwent different sorts of depression and stress. So obviously, when there is stress, people go for smoking and things like that. So yes, this is a very important aspect, and correlating it with the stress and the other factors which come as a result of that stress, definitely we need to identify that. This seems quite good, so we can always think of making it practical and doable.
यस मैम। मैम सेकंड टॉपिक जो है वो काफ़ी डिफरेंट है कोविड से, सो आई डोंट नो इट्स एप्लीकेबल मैं कर सकती हूँ या नहीं, लेकिन मैं आपसे शेयर करना चाह रही थी।
Come up with whatever is in your mind. Do come up.
Ma'am, like who take the decision for family planning in the educated couples? तो I don't know ये हो सकता है या नहीं।
बिल्कुल हो सकता है बेटे, और उसमें देखिए most of the times we are talking about women empowerment in family planning decisions, or autonomy in decision making regarding family planning in in poor families or people living in rural areas. So hardly we think that educated couples, or they have got very good understanding and they can make informed choices, and informed decision making might be there, and women has a very important role in that. So I really don't know that whether it is in real sense it is like that or not. So we can definitely look into this thing, that who has got the autonomy to decide about family planning or the number of children in the family. This means that your interest is to look into women empowerment or the women autonomy in this regard. So this is quite good. This is good, Vijay. We can always identify educated, so we can always set an operational definition for an educated couple. So we can always set, limit that females having this much education or males having this much education. So yes, would it be like we'll be approaching the couples, or would it be like getting interviews from females? Have you read any literature on this? You'll find good literature on this. Ji, Mariam Ishaq. Mariam, are you with me? Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ji, Mariam bete, can you hear me also? I think there is some internet issue on Mariam's side. So what do you say, all of you? Everyone can contribute in the discussion. Do you think it is like the way I'm saying that generally we talk about couples in the rural areas, there the decision making lies with the husband or with the mother-in-law. It's not the female who is going to decide about the family planning methods or about the number of children in the family, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Even the educated families, this is the same pattern with the husbands and with the mother-in-law sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, this is so true. But generally, this goes, hidden. People perceive that probably the situation might be better in educated families. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So what if we explore it? What if we find it through statistics, through research, that is it like this? Or because it's just a hypothesis till the time it is not proven. So let's hypothesize that situation might be better in this situation, in this particular case. So let's see if Mariam can do that. So that's again a good idea. I think Mariam has some internet issues, so when she'll join back, so I'll be definitely asking her her take on this. So let's move on to Sadaf Javed. Ji, bete Sadaf, have you thought of any research ideas?
Yes, ma'am.
जी बेटे, come up.
मैम मैंने जो फर्स्ट टॉपिक चूज किया है ना वो है इम्पैक्ट ऑफ क्लाइमेट चेंज ऑन मेंटल हेल्थ.
Okay, impact of climate change on mental health. It's very broad. We'll have to narrow it down. That what sort of climate change, because climate change involves so many different things, and how are we going to look at association with the mental health or the change in the mental health of the society? Right, Bete?
यस मैम. यस मैम. मैम इस पे वैसे भी क्वालिटेटिव रिसर्च काफी हुई भी है ना इस वाले टॉपिक पे, तो काफी डिटेल थी, लेकिन क्वांटिटेटिव स्टडी इस पे आई थिंक कोई नहीं हुई भी है. जो मैंने अभी तक इसका लिटरेचर सर्च किया था वो सब क्वालिटेटिव ही था. तो आई थॉट कि अगर हम इस पे क्वांटिटेटिव रिसर्च मतलब इसको किसी भी तरह से करके करें तो मे बी
बिल्कुल बेटे कर सकते हैं, इसको शेप कर सकते हैं क्वांटिटेटिव रिसर्च में. और हैविंग अ क्वालिटेटिव रिसर्च इन द बिगिनिंग, it always gives us a nice idea for designing our questionnaire. So all that theories or the themes or the key concepts which are generated in qualitative researches, so we can always make use of that in shaping our questionnaire.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
ma'am,
but it is quite broad and it is a little vague in a sense. So we need to, but I can foresee that your interest is the climate change and you want to link it with the mental health of the society. So we can always look into this. Right?
Ma'am, or second topic, impact of urbanization on social support networks.
On social support networks, effect of urbanization. Okay, so let me just ask you that elaborate on this. That what is in your mind? What social support networks?
मैम बेसिकली जो मेरे माइंड में इसकी चीज़ थी वो ये था कि जैसे जैसे अर्बनाइजेशन इंक्रीज हो रही है तो रूरल टू अर्बन जो माइग्रेशन है ना वो इंक्रीज हो रही है. तो मोस्टली जो मेल मेंबर्स होते हैं वो वर्किंग के लिए माइग्रेट कर रहे होते हैं या स्टूडेंट्स जो होते हैं वो माइग्रेट कर रहे होते हैं. तो ऑब्वियसली उनका जो सोशल सपोर्ट नेटवर्क्स होते हैं वो रिड्यूस हो जाते हैं, फैमिली से वो कट डाउन हो जाते हैं और इस लिहाज से.
Okay, fine. So, social support network. So, you are going to operationalize it in this regard. That, and you know, there is one another reason also. People start living from that joint system to nuclear system. So, the family social support networks, they are many and they are multiple. So, all these factors have been affected through urbanization. But yet, Sadaf, there are brilliant ideas, Bete, that you are working on. The first idea is also quite good. I like that. But we'll have to make it little practical and doable. Similarly, the second one also. At times, there are certain research ideas that need to be taken up by a group of researchers or by NGOs. Now, the topics that you are sharing with me, they seem more like of NGO proposals or the agendas in the NGOs, the bigger, higher scale projects. But for you, conducting such research at the micro level, you know, at the basic level, where you can get it done within 4 months time period or maximum 6 months time period. So we'll have to find out the ways that how to narrow it down so that we can get it done in 4 to 5 months time period. Otherwise, the idea is good. Both of these ideas are good.
Yes, ma'am.
And anything else? Any other topic?
मैम एक और है हाउसिंग एज अ सोशल डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ हेल्थ.
Housing as a social determinant. Yes, it is a social determinant. Very good. So what is in your mind? How would you do that?
मैम इसमें हम लोग दो ग्रुप्स भी बना सकते हैं जो हमारे रिसर्च रिस्पॉन्डेंट्स होंगे। एक जो है वो जिनका हाउसिंग स्टेटस थोड़ा बेटर होगा और जिनका दूसरे वो जो मतलब स्लम्स वगैरह में या जिनका पुअर सोशो इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस होगा, हाउसिंग लेवल उनका इतना अच्छा नहीं होगा, उनमें हम कंपैरिजन कर सकते हैं या फिर हम किसी
जी 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 बताइए बेटे।
या फिर मैम हम सिंपली जो पुअर सोशो इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस के लोग हैं उनका हम हाउसिंग स्टेटस जो है उसका उनकी हेल्थ के ऊपर इम्पैक्ट जो है वो देख लें।
अच्छा, like what I understand is that you want to assess the quality of life of people with different socio-economic status. Isn't
Yes,
it?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, if we are going to assess, you are going to make use of a tool that is already a WHO validated tool we have present, that is quality assessing the quality of life of people living in a household and in a slum. So you can always make a comparison. You can always, one of my students did research on the quality of life of geriatrics. So there, at that time, we had an agenda that we want to assess the quality of life of old people living with the families and living in old homes. But we couldn't get permission from ED centers. We couldn't get permission from Al Khidmat Foundation or any such, or Sahara. So any such organizations which were catering to old people and they're like old homes. We couldn't get permission from their side. So we just moved this to the health status of geriatrics because there are two different tools which are present for assessing the health status and for assessing the quality of life. So we just made use of both of these tools and we applied it on geriatrics living in a Union Council of Gujarat. And this article is also published, so you can always get hold of this article on my ResearchGate ID. So I'll be sharing with you few search engines names today on which I would urge you to get yourself registered or create your logins, and they are excellent search engine sources and they will serve as a library for you also. So Sadar, Bitte, all these three ideas, they are wonderful, but we'll have to narrow them out. We'll have to make them doable and practical for as far as these 4 to 6 months research time period is concerned, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Look into that grid. Look into the feasibility. Look, because feasibility is one of the biggest concerns. Look into the duplicability and the relevance. They are all three topics that are relevant, but we'll have to look into their practicality issue also. That would they be practical for me or not? How much cost they are going to incur? I'll have to incur on these topics, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ji. Now the next is Yusra Fatma. Ji, Yusra.
मैम आई हैव टू टॉपिक्स मैम जिनको मैंने थोड़ा सा किया है, सर्च किया है। एक जो फर्स्ट वाला है वो है रेडियो एक्टिव वेस्ट डिस्पोजल एंड इट्स इफेक्ट ऑन द हेल्थ ऑफ पीपल स्पेशली ऑन प्रेग्नेंट लेडीज।
ओके, ठीक है, सही है। इसको बेटे आपने कितना स्कोर दिया यूसरा?
मैम वो मुझे थोड़ी डिफिकल्टी हो रही है इसको स्कोरिंग में, तो इस वजह से
डिफिकल्टी हो रही है बेटे कि how would you look into the feasibility, how would you look into the cost effectiveness, and how would you look into the applicability of this research? So that is why you are finding it difficult to score.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, जी अच्छा, और बताइए what else you have thought of?
Family values and its role on the health of children, like gender discrimination.
Gender discrimination, family values and its role on,
the health, family values and its role on the health of children.
Or in the health of children or in the upbringing of children. So
yes,
that's very nice. That is very nice. This we can always
like gender discrimination, inferiority and superiority complexes, mental health.
Mental health also, or in the upbringing.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is something that we can work on, because the first two topics, they were little, we'll have to have expenditure and time. and to look
Yes,
into
ma'am.
the appropriate time for looking into the effects of the pregnant ladies, and to assess that how many of them they were exposed to the radioactive, and then
Yes, ma'am.
looking into their associations on the perinatal outcomes. So that is something that is not possible, but this seems quite good, and this is doable. We can always work on this. We can trim it and we can refine it a little bit to make it doable. So this is nice,
Right,
Misra.
ma'am.
So at least
Right,
you have
ma'am. Thank
tried and
you.
you have come up with 3 different ideas. So thank you so much. Ji, आप finished.
क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग इसका पानी तो कर दिया है
Ji, Dr. Afrinesh, if you can share with us your ideas.
चलो बस आ जाओ
Okay, probably there is some internet issue with Afrinesh. Ji, Ikra Aftab, bete aap bataiye. You know, you all are providing us wonderful learning opportunities. You are coming up with your ideas. You are giving us new thoughts, new horizons. They are coming up. So please feel free to come up with
Yes,
whatever
ma'am.
is in your mind. Ji, Ikra.
Yes, ma'am. I was thinking about.
Ji,
Sorry, ma'am.
Ji,
Corona
Ikra.
vaccination hesitancy in especially healthcare workers.
Yeah, so what
I have
exactly?
read articles
Hmm.
इससे रिलेटेड जो थे वो acceptance of
बेटा मुझे अभी कुछ भी नहीं पता अम्मी सोई नहीं है तो मुझे नहीं पता ये करना क्या
Beta, I thought there is some internet issue on your side. There is distortion in your voice. I can't hear you properly. Rest of the student, can you hear Ikra? Can
मैम
you all?
अब आवाज आ रही है
Ji, now it is better, Ikra. Now it is better.
मैम जो मैंने इससे रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स या आर्टिकल्स देखे थे ना एक था कि डेमोग्राफिक्स ऑफ वैक्सीन हेजिटेंसी
ठीक है.
और एक्सेप्टेंस ऑफ कोविड-19 वैक्सीन अमंग हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स
ठीक है. Good.
और थ्रेट्स ऑफ कोविड-19 वैक्सीन हेजिटेंसी इन पाकिस्तान
बिल्कुल. ये वही बात होगी जो अभी हम बात कर रहे थे वक्तगुल से कि barriers towards COVID-19 vaccination among healthcare workers, isn't it? This is exactly the same.
यस मैम ये इससे रिलेटेड मैंने
So this is nice. This is a nice idea. So I think this is something that is very, very relevant that you will find good amount of literature also. And this is
यस
something
मैम
feasible. It would be feasible also, cost effective. There won't be any ethical concerns and political acceptability would also be there. Anything else,
Yes.
Beta, you have thought of?
और चौकी
नो मैम एक और टॉपिक था लेकिन अभी मुझे उससे रिलेटेड आर्टिकल नहीं मिला है सच
Yeah, okay, fine. So till then, you can always work on this, and you can, try to dig
Yes,
out as much articles as possible. Create a folder. I'll be sharing with you the outlines, synopsis, writing outlines. So you'll just have to put your material under those headings. Like if you have written a title, so you are going to put it under the title. If you have written objectives, you are going to put them under objectives. So it's like a framework. So it will be present with you. You'll just have to fill it up. So very nice, Ikra. Just one, but very, very relevant. Gee, if I can, Gee, Mariam is hard, but Mariam Chaudhary. But have you shared? Or this was some other?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ma'am, I thought of 2-3 topics. The first one on my priority list is anger expression styles among doctors working in hospitals.
Okay.
That can be generalized into a city or two cities.
Okay. So did you find any relevant research related to this?
No, ma'am, I just looked upon one article, but that was for the nurses, anger expression styles among nurses working in Karachi.
Okay, what were the anger expression styles among nurses? This is very interesting, William.
Ma'am, I couldn't do a full reading because I just looked upon it, but I'll let you know once I'll go through the topic and the article.
Okay, fine. So I'll wait for that. This is so nice.
Okay.
Huh?
And the second one I thought was stress and burnout syndromes among doctors working in ICU. And that is not related to COVID-19. That is in general that the stress and the burnout syndrome that they face.
That they face, yeah, ICU workers. This is something that has been done before also, and
Mhm.
this is something that is a proven fact that they suffer from the burnout and the stress, especially the ICU healthcare providers, whether they are doctors, whether they are paramedics. So they do suffer
Mhm.
from. So, but the first one is quite interesting and different. That what are these anger patterns, and now if we'll get to know their anger patterns, how we can help them out in this regard? Because research should be having a purpose. So, first thing is
Mhm.
that this thing will be highlighted. This thing will be identified. Identifying something is the first step towards its resolution, right? So this is very interesting that we need to explore ourselves, that how in what different forms we express our anger. So is it related to harming somebody or harming oneself, or spitting that anger into somebody else, onto patients, onto your subordinates, onto your juniors, right? So bullying also comes into this category. When you start bullying your juniors, and you are showing your tantrums towards them. So this is very, very interesting. I think you should always go for this. Try to dig it out further, read out the article in detail, and look for the different angle styles that they have identified among nurses. And then we will see that how we can, make use of that particular article for studying the same in doctors.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you,
Hmm.
ma'am.
Very well done, Betty. Ji Majubeen Abdullah.
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum Assalam.
First of all, ma'am, I'm sorry I was not present in the last class. तो मैंने उस तरह से तो मैं डेप्थ में इसको नहीं कर पाई, लेकिन ये है कि during this class मैंने कुछ brainstorming की, so I have got few questions,
Okay.
few research topics, so I would like to share.
Hmm.
Ma'am, first of all, it's about like nutrition in adolescence.
Okay. So your interest is to look into the nutritional factors among adolescents, right?
Yes, ma'am. Like about awareness, के how much they are aware of their eating habits, और secondly ये कि how much they are aware about the health issues, के अगर उनके eating habits उनके health issues से कितना concern कर रही हैं, और about this nutrition awareness.
Yes. One of my students did research on these food labels which are written on the packaging, on the these chips, the chocolates. That are we in a habit of reading that how much calories, how much sugar, salt, or all that stuff is present? Do we check the expiry? So that is again a nutritional behavior. That whether we are in a habit of looking into these food labels, or are we aware that what these food labels are, or people just get, or how many of us while grocery we check that whether the expiry is due or not. So that is important. That is very nice. Now, since it's just an idea in your mind that
Yes, ma'am.
nutritional behavior or the nutritional habits among adolescents, so we can refine it further, or you can narrow it down. And one of my students did research on nutritional patterns among adolescents, and she had a 80 questions questionnaire, or it's a big tool. Although she got stuck into some other, she was committed somewhere else. We couldn't just, unfortunately, take out research article, but it was a wonderful thesis. So if you have an interest in that, I can always share that thesis just as a guidance. And all of you can visit MSPH library, and you can get hold of all previous researches carried out by your seniors, and you can always get an idea from them also while reading. If you find any particular research that is somewhat related to your proposed topic.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, actually मैं अभी तो it was just an idea, और इसके बाद में इस पे obviously I work on this, और इसकी जो भी details and dimensions हैं I will work on that. इसके अलावा एक और topic जो मेरे mind में था, that was like awareness of vaccination among poor mothers, like those pentavalent vaccination.
That is again nice, because vaccination is one of our biggest concern, and no matter how much we provide support to our rural setting areas or our urban even, so people intend to forget the vaccination schedules of their children. So that health behavior is still missing as far as the vaccination is concerned. So yes, that is again, we can always look into this particular vaccination behavior in a rural setting. You can always get hold of a rural setting and you can carry out this fusil. This is again nice. Both of these ideas are nice, although they are just in time, but they are nice ideas. So similarly, rest of the students who couldn't just have this exercise at home before, this is the purpose behind discussing each and everyone's research ideas here on this forum, that you all should open up your minds, start thinking, see if somebody else can come up with research ideas, you can also come up. Try to dig out your interest, explore yourself, ask yourself, look into the internet, Google, search for some of the topics, and it will create a path for you. You'll go on and on for this. So thank you, Majbeen Bete, and thank you, Bakhbul, Mariam Ahmed, and Mariam Chaudhary.
Ma'am, ma'am, I have one more topic, ma'am. Can I just tell? Ma'am, I wanted to work on Zoom fatigue and the effect on your mental health as well, but I have not searched a lot on it. But ma'am, these online classes and Zoom, I want to search on that as well, ma'am.
And you know, a lot of research work has been done, so you will find plenty of duplication, and yet it is relevant. And this is so important. And the eye fatigue or the eye strain or the headaches, and the children, the number is going to be increased. So they are becoming more myopes. So all these factors are there, and how much satisfaction level is there among students as far as, or among teachers also. What to talk of students? Even if you ask me, being a teacher, that are you comfortable in taking online session or physical? So I would give you 110 times, I would say, that physical teaching, on-site teaching, right? So you can always take feedback from the teachers, from the students. Let it be from both sides, right?
Okay, ma'am.
And that is a wonderful idea, Mariam. Again, Vijay, this is again very nice. So, you know, whatever topics you are sharing with me, if you are passionate enough, I'm always there to guide you if you want to carry it out as an indigenous research project or as a separate research project apart from your dissertation. Like, it's just up to your capability. If you, because you know, you can always keep a sideline research project for your own interest, for your own publication. Dissertation, yes, it is must to be written for earning a degree. But along with that, there is no binding. You can always carry out individual research projects at your own. And obviously, I'll be always there to support you in that. Because data gathering and data collection is one of the biggest thing. And if you are willing to gather data for your research topic, rest of the things, I can guarantee they are very simple. And this Zoom fatigue or looking into all these learning, you know, barriers or this learning experience through this online learning experience and Zoom learning experience, you can always get hold of data from the peers, from the teachers who are teaching you. So that would be a wonderful idea if you would like to carry it as a small research project during this quantitative module. So I'll be all there to support you in that.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's wonderful. G, now we are left with Khavar. G Khavar, if you can come up with any research ideas, or they might be previously thought ideas, or they might be just in time ideas. Please come up with any of the research idea that you might be having in your mind.
Ma'am, impact of COVID on schools?
G, impact of COVID on school closure. और what? Schools पे तो बेटे
On-
बड़ा impact आया, हाँ. School तो
Yes,
बच्चों को
ma'am.
भूल ही गए. आपको भी कैंपस भूल, आप लोगों को हमें देखे बगैर ही आपका MSPH होने वाला है, right?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. So what to talk of this? इसको बेटे थोड़ा सा narrow down करोगे आप, Pavel? That what exactly you mean by this? Impact on school. There is a strong impact on school learning all across the world. Schools are closed.
चीज है मेरी, नहीं नहीं
Now what
Yes,
other
ma'am.
impact?
बच्चों की मैम रूटीन खराब हुई है काफी,
नहीं मिला था ये, हम
और
लगा के
जो
लाए थे।
सिस्टम था ऑनलाइन एग्जाम सिस्टम था मैम, वो काफी उसने जो है इम्पैक्ट किया है काफी बच्चों पे, और मोस्टली जो है मदर्स जो है बच्चों की जो है मैम पेपर सॉल्व कर रही होती हैं उनके। मेरे घर में ऐसे होता है मैम।
ये दे दो।
So this is an insider story, huh?
यस मैम।
This means we are not doing any favor to our child. Rather, we are giving harm to our child if we are doing this, right? But see, this is one of the. This is what I told you. If you remember, when you were in first semester, I told you that accountability or transparency during online examination is one of the biggest challenge. It's one of the biggest concern. And if you remember, I asked all of you to open up your cameras, do your test in front of. But still, I could make out at the end that there were students who did it through the help of gadgets, and so there was a group performance at that time. So you're right, that impact of what else we need to narrow it down a little bit. Your idea is it's good, that how it has impact our children learning process. It has badly affected our learning of children. So how would we, how to put it into words? Have you done literature search in this regard?
No ma'am, not yet.
So we'll have to do literature search, and then definitely you'll find wonderful ways of getting it done, right? So there is a lot of research in this regard. So please try to read it out. And at least now we have identified our areas of interest. If it is related to learning and education in children, so we are definitely going to search relevant material and research on that. And it will open up the new ideas and new doors for us. Any other idea, Khabar?
Lack of awareness on prevention of anemia in pregnancy among the pregnant women in rural areas.
Okay, so this is a kind of a finding that you are sharing, that
Yes,
the
ma'am.
reason behind anemia in pregnant ladies is lack of awareness. So this means that research is not required. This is something that is already known to us, right? So anemia in pregnancy is something that is very, very common, and it has been researched a lot. Everything, I think, more or less is known to us as far as anemia is concerned. So yes, it's good that you are thinking. Anything else that you can think of? Any other idea?
Job satisfaction.
Regarding what? Among whom and in which particular situation?
Sweaters.